Okay, so it's Felicity for Get Your Rock Out here with Jim from the wonderful Chasar. How are you doing today?
Good, very good, yeah. Yeah, excellent.
Brilliant. So we're here at Hard Rock Hell, and this is of course a wonderful festival. How do you feel it's gone so far?
Great, we got down here yesterday around 6, caught Blackfoot, Molly Hatchet and Sebastian Bach, so enjoyed those. Was in stage 2 watching some other bands, so it's been great so far, yeah. Trying to keep myself straight at the moment.
Yeah, I mean only a couple of hours till you're on stage though, so I guess you can have a drink after that.
Yeah, I'll cut loose after that, yeah, definitely.
And so what kind of stuff can we expect from the set tonight?
Obviously it's all original material, it's some new stuff, some stuff we did back in the day. I suppose you'd loosely call it a sort of kind of heavy bass sort of rush type stuff, eh? So it's a slightly different from what else is going on here, eh?
Yeah, there's a nice variety though. There's quite a few extremes when it comes to music this weekend, which is nice.
I think you need that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Otherwise, you just get completely bored of one genre, and it's
right.
Nice to
no, it has to go that way. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Aye.
So you're Chasar with an AR and not
That's
an
right.
ER. Tell us why.
Well, I'll tell you why. Back in the day when we were coming up with the name, originally it was Chasar with an ER. And then we seen a thing, I think it was in Kerrang Sound, something like that. No band had actually made it big with ER at the end of their name, apart from Foreigner.
Really?
Check it out back then. I don't know if it works for today's band, but back then, the Foreigner were about the only band with ER at the end of their name. And the journalist made a comment about it. I think it was maybe something like Derek Oliver McWall or something, one of the bits. And we decided we'd maybe shift it to AR instead of ER.
That is a brilliant story. That's amazing. No, I mean, I can't think of... Wow. Well, there you have it. Up-and-coming bands, don't put an ER at the end of your names.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And so... kind of upcoming releases and stuff. For people wanting to kind of hear more, have you got anything planned album-wise in the near future?
Yeah, we have. The guitarist has recently finished off a studio he's been building, and we're hoping to go in there and start getting new songs together. In there we've got we've got loads of ideas, riffs and everything going along. It's a question of getting in there and getting it done. But the studio's taking them a wee while to do, expense and things like that, so once he gets it up and running, we'll go in there. The only thing is I'm not going to let him produce it, because we did a song before and he took months over it and he's not getting near it to get somebody else in.
It's quite hard to produce your own material as well. In some ways, I'm guessing, as you're going to have very, very different ideas of what you want, and his could not necessarily be yours. It's often good to have somebody from the outside looking in.
I think so. The problem with Alec, the guitarist, I would say, maybe I shouldn't say this, but his problem is he goes over things too much, and then you go over and over and over, then you lose it, then you record things, and then he tries to change it all, and it's just some things are just best left alone. So get it done when it's right and leave it at that.
It's hard though, because especially when it's your own thing and when you're a perfectionist, you want to make sure that everything is right, but yeah, if you do keep thinking about it, then it generally ends up worse.
If you do that, then you start bringing computers into it to muck it about, and then it just gets worse and worse, and you start with something that should actually have taken a week and then it's gone on months, and you just lose it, so you've got to get that together.
So, kind of for a bit of history about the band, for people that haven't really heard much by you before, kind of give us a brief rundown of where you've come from and why you enjoy doing what you do so much.
Well, we're back in the 80s, right? And the three of us got together. The original band was myself, my brother, and Alec, and guitar. It was a three-piece, and was sort of a Rush-orientated band, that sort of thing. And we started to branch off writing our own material, and then we moved on. We done 2 sessions in the Tommy Vance Rock Show when it was on the go, and then we played with bands like Palace, Marillion, and Lionheart, the Dennis Stratton out of Maiden and things like that, and a few bits in the Marquee Club and down there, and all that sort of thing. And my brother was killed in a motorbike accident, and so at that point in time It was pretty hard to keep the band going, to be honest with you. Try to get other people in, and it just wasn't happening. And then so we sort of drifted away and left it at that. And of course, music never leaves you. You always want to play, you always want to practice. And so we decided, we got Ian in, who played with the band for a small part early on, and he took up the bass and singing and things like that. So I mean, so it started to fit together really well now, eh? Yeah. So we're still a three-piece. Yeah.
And so why do you love what you do so much?
I've always loved music. I think it's as simple as that. You know, for things like tapping on tables or playing about, always loved music, and it just never leaves you really. You know, you have times when you listen to things or do things more than others, but it always comes back to the one thing, the music. That's it. Yeah.
So the next kind of 6 to 12 months, where can we expect to see you, and where should people check out if they want to know more about you?
Well, in the business we had a few unofficial websites which we've managed to get closed down. So we're in the process of getting an official proper website, so with everything in the band has got to do with the band, that comes from us and no one else. Once we can get on with that, and obviously we're hoping to bring out, it'll have to be probably an independent thing done by ourselves. We're hoping to get some CD or some sort of release with some music, either via the net or whatever, and do things like that, yeah. So we've got loads of ideas, loads of songs, we need to get them recorded, get them doing a decent quality, yeah.
Well, we'll really, really look forward to all of that, and looking forward to hearing the new stuff. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and we will hopefully see you around very soon.
Hopefully, yeah, thanks a lot, thank you.